Hey everyone, it's Ishita from Fear.less magazine and ishitagupta.com, helping you build confidence into your business and your life. Essentially what I'm doing with these videos and this training is helping you see that if you practice these tips, you will feel more self-confident. Confidence is a process. It is totally learnable and teachable and doable. And so most times we don't think it is. We think this person's born with it. So these videos are a practice for you, and they will work, but that's only if you keep practicing. So today's tip is on comparison. And I have an index card on my wall that says comparison kills, because it does. You know it and I know it. You know how you feel when you compare yourselves to others. When you think things like, she's prettier, he's smarter, he has a blog that has 10 times more traffic, she gets so many more sales. You know how it feels. It has a heavy feeling to it. And it just totally detracts your energy, and really here's why comparison sucks. The main reason to me is that first and foremost it puts you in this guy. And your brain is a wonderful tool, don't get me wrong, I love it. But it's not the nicest neighborhood to be in, you know that. I'd rather ride my little bike in a different neighborhood entirely, because it's a spiral, right? When you're inside your brain and you're thinking these thoughts, it's a very slippery slope. And you go from one bad case scenario to worst case scenario, and you know, if it goes from she's more original to I'll never manifest anything I want to manifest. And it also takes you out of action. You know, being responsible for yourself is a beautiful thing. And what comparison does is it removes all of that responsibility, because the focus is off of you and you put it on someone else. And it's easier. Comparing ourselves is actually easier. Though it feels shitty, it is easier than to look at where we know we need to step up. I don't need to tell you where you need to step up. You know that, right? I know where I need to step up in my life. And what comparison shows us, what jealousy and envy show us, is exactly the things that we're not doing. So to me, it's a wonderful thing to have someone who has a bigger blog than I do, or who makes more sales, because then I have something to say, wow, that is actually what I want. I actually want to step up in that way and make more sales and get more readers and feel more creative. And if someone is showing that to me by doing what they're doing in like an solid A game way, that's actually a good thing, right? But when we compare, we don't think of it as a good thing. We think of it as a bad thing. And it entirely removes any responsibility that we have to ourselves and our lives and what we're trying to build. So remember, first and foremost, to put the focus back on yourself, because what it's doing is it's showing you where you need to lean. And the second thing, or the third thing, comparison does is it totally devalues any magic, charisma, potential, power, individuality, flavor that you have. You know, I have a certain flavor that no one else I know has. I speak a certain way, I talk about things in, you know, particular topics, and I have my own personal examples, and that's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. But when you compare, you put all the value on what other people are doing, and you stop recognizing your own magic. And you have magic. You know you do. You've used it before. And so, you know, that's the biggest tragedy to me, is that we don't remember that when we start comparing. So your tip this week, your action steps to get out of this guy and into this guy and start feeling more energized about yourself and what you're doing, is first and foremost, stop comparing. When you feel your mind headed in that direction, catch yourself, because you can, pause, and remind yourself, okay, I'm starting the comparison thing, and just stop and backtrack. Dial it back a little bit and say, what actions do I need to take right now in order to step it up a little bit, where you know you need to step up. The second thing is, when that starts to happen, remember, you know, even write down what you uniquely bring to the table, because you do bring something to the table, you know it. And remember that, okay? So that's your tip and tool for today. Your confidence training. Practice it. Practice it. you will feel differently. That's all I can tell you. I can't force you to do it. All of these trainings are leading up to, in part, because I'm launching a course in 2 weeks called the Confidence Course. It is a phenomenal course. Sorry, I have to just say it because it gives you everything that I learned from being a stressed out, not able to navigate my emotions, kind of not confident person, to having a core of confidence, to feeling good about myself, to building a business that fulfills me. And I give you guys everything I know. Everything I know. After I'm done talking, you'll see a slide that gives you all the details. Go there, check it out. It is so much more value than the money that you're paying for it. Last year's class was sold out. I've talked to every student, got tons of feedback from it, and I made it better. And that makes me feel really confident to be able to tell you guys. So go and check it out. Information will be right after this slide, okay? Practice, practice, practice. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.